What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin. So I was too lazy. I hope that's not a scratch on my. Sorry. Yeah. So I was too lazy to do a video today. To do a review, do a movie review. So I'm just gonna do gameplay in the worst possible way ever by shooting a camera at my TV. Because we're old school at Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. So we're going to do a review for this game. I'm almost done. This is Fate. This is Fate Extella The Umbral Star, which is like a sequel to Fate Extra. And whatever Fate series has Nero Claudius as the Saber, which is the chick in the red dress that looks kind of like Saber from Fate Stay Night. So this game has 3 storylines. You have to beat this one first to unlock the other 2. And the game is a combination of a waifu simulator with Dynasty Warriors action RPG combat. So you have to beat this one first, then this one, and then you get the final one. At least I think this is the final one. So you have like a Saber, a caster, and another Saber. So kind of lame. You have 2 Sabers, but whatever. And in this game, you also have side stories. So how this works is you play the main story, and then you can unlock additional servants. Right? We got, like, after beating the first Flame Poem, the first arc, I unlocked Lancer from Fate Stay Night. This guy who's an assassin, I don't know where he's from. Gawain, who's another Saber. Archer from Fate Stay Night as well. Right? And, yeah. So when I beat this caster, I unlocked Ryder from Fate Stay Night, Berserker, I don't know where he's from, and Lancer. Who's this guy is supposed to be Indian, but is white. So he's like supposed to be a legendary hero from India. Yeah. Also, I unlocked Saber. To unlock Saber from Fate Stay Night is such bullshit, because you have to play the game. I didn't know this at the time, because when I looked it up, it was just you have to eat 5 of the bread healing items that you get from killing enemies, right? And I didn't know, and you have to select the missions where she's like a side quest, right? So I did that for 3 hours, didn't get her. Then I looked up yesterday, you have to play the game from 3 to 4 p.m., then depending on which of the missions where you can unlock her, you have to conquer the map first. Don't beat any of the bosses, and then eat the healing items on the specific sector for that side mission, and then she'll show up and you have to defeat her, and then you can get her as a character. Which is such bull. They go over the top to unlock Saber in this fucking game. So we're gonna play a little bit of her, mission. I will stop this war, and that is the only reason I fight. You know what's... also, you have, like, this shit. Right? Which, since I'm playing the side mission, you can change your character, but only when you're playing the main mission. Or when you're playing the three main characters. So since I'm not playing one of the 3 main characters, I can't change. So I'm gonna change it to something. Change my stats to something else. And yeah, you can get these programs, right? And they're basically passive skills and stuff like that. Since I can only do one because this is a level 1 character, I'm just gonna do equip this, which allows her to get more experience in battle. So we're gonna battle. Yeah. So I've been watching Fate Zero, which is the prequel, and it's funny because I mentioned in my review that when I first watched Fate Stay Night, I thought she was Joan of Arc, and Fate Zero, one of the enemy servants uh, is like acquaintance of like Joan of Arc, who who was a evil mage, and he sees Saber and thinks she's Joan of Arc. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, whose idea? Who's trolling who? Like, is the writer who they hired trolling? The trolling Type Moon, or is it Type that was in the original story and Type Moon is trolling us? I have no fucking clue. Right? Which, and they explained in the Fate Zero why her sword is invisible. It's because her sword would reveal her identity, so she uses wind magic to keep her sword invisible. So that excuse that she said in like Fate Stay Night, that her sword's invisible because of Shiro was an inexperienced mage, was bullshit. She was doing that to hide her identity. Which, if you watch the Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero, the Fate series, you gotta keep your identity a secret, or if it gets revealed, you're supposed to fight to the death. Which, even in Fate Zero, which is a more serious show, they don't follow that rule. She's doing a special attack, which is, yeah, you have like two special attacks you can do, right? Which is the circle button, which is the gauge that's filled up at the bottom, right? Between the health bar, which is the green bar, and the blue bar, right? And then at the top bar, and when that's filled up, you can do a moon crush attack, which is something only the Regalia users can do. Ah, fuck. I hit the wrong guy. I wanted the kill Rider. So that's one of the special attacks you can do in this game. And you can see she has Excalibur, which, if you play as Archer and you use the circle special attack, Archer from Fate Stay Night, the nameless one, that was Tosaka's servant. Oh my fuck! These assholes are killing me. Archer also will wield Excalibur, which is just which I never played the visual novel for Fate Stay Night, but do we need any more confirmation that Archer is actually Shiro? Holy fuck, man! Oh my god! So I kind of don't like these newer Fate series where they're more sci-fi and they take place on the fucking moon. Like, what the fuck is that shit? That's the story for this game. It's like a holy grail war that took place in the moon, and you won it, right? And now you have to prepare for like the Umbral Star, which is this evil entity that wants to wipe out all life on Earth, and using the holy fuck, I couldn't do that. What the fuck kind of shit is that? How do you do that shit? I never figured out how to do that shit. Is that the Noble Phantasm? I gotta look up. I didn't know. I don't know how to do that shit. I need to look it up. Man, I almost beat this game, and I don't know how to do the Noble Phantasm. I thought the circle button was the Noble Phantasm. That might have been the real Noble Phantasm. Holy fuck, how do you do that shit? Is that the fucking bar thing? The square-shaped bar next to the fucking health bar and mana bar? I had no idea what that shit was for. But like, yeah, usually it's like, you know, it's very easy to stop their Noble Phantasm, so. Man, I can't believe the Noble Phantasms are that fucking powerful when you have like the circle button, you have the the L left bumper button, or left trigger, whatever you want to call it. Because I could do it in a second once this guy... Okay, I'm going to activate the left bumper and I'll show you what it does. Yeah, because like, look how powerful it is. Fucking... Man, this stage was like super... Wow. That was the end of the stage, huh? Yeah, usually the stages are longer. Yeah, I'll do the story bullshit another day. So yeah, that's Saber from Fate's Day Night. If you were paying attention, I told you how to get her, right? And let's say you're trying to unlock her, and it's not 3 to 4 p.m. What you can do, you go to your system settings, and you can do that there, right? I don't know. Like, should we do? I would like to know how the fuck to do the Noble Phantasm. If anybody's curious what's my favorite servants are, it's Lancer, but I don't like this costume. And this guy, even though I hate Shiro. And this is like the final boss of the game, by the way. At least for the first 2 stories. Here's Joan of Arc. This is what Joan of Arc looks like. She looks just like fucking Saber. Fucking bullshit. Okay, let's, oh yeah, this is the side missions I was talking about. So I guess this is one of the side missions where you can unlock her. And it would be in Sector D, which is the one next to where I'm at, on the top. Like the, you know, like northeast, that's the, you know, that's the one. I'll show you in the map, you know. Chinese martial arts. So, like, yeah, on the... Yeah, there's Sector D. You see it? I'll go to Sector D to show you where it is. But, yeah, how you would unlock Saber... And you have to... I think you have to do this in the main story. But, like, you have to get... fill up the bar at the top, all blue... Where it shows your forces and enemy forces, and then you go to Sector D, defeat enemies so they drop the bread healing items, but you want to make sure your health is low, because the lower your health, the more likely they'll drop it. But there's phantasm circuits that you can equip to make your enemies drop items faster. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you his special attack where he summons Excalibur. Okay. So usually if I'm trying to get my health down, I'll just let the aggressors hit me, right? So here's the special attack where he uses Excalibur. Look at this shit. He summons Excalibur. What more proof is there that this asshole's Shiro from the fucking future? Holy fuck. That's fucking crazy. I went out shopping today, and because I'm trying to get a new working PS2, and I went to the my retro gaming guy. He says he doesn't like fixing PS2s because it's a lot of work, and it's just cheap. He makes more money selling them than he does fixing them, right? But he told me since my PS2 works, it just has a weak laser. He'll trade in my PS2 for a better working PS2 for like 75 bucks, which is like fuck. I can almost just buy a used PS2, but he said I could test the game. I can, because the reason why I want like a better working PS2 because I have a bunch of like rare RPGs I want to play that don't work on my PS2 anymore because it's a weak laser. So he said like, oh, I can test my PS2 the PS2 that he's gonna trade me, and then decide if I wanna do the trade in. But it's kind of a rip-off, but fuck it, it's cheaper than just, buying a new, another PS2. Because I'll be saving at least 15 bucks. So, yeah, I'll probably just be doing that. Which, yeah, like I said, I picked up the sequel to this game, but the stupid, on the box, it was like, it didn't have the box art, and the guys, they didn't put which game this was. They just put Fate Extella, which there's two Fate Extella games, the Umbral Star, which is this one, and then there's the sequel, Link, and I want the sequel. It turns out so I asked them, hey, give me the fucking disc, let me see which one you got, and they had the sequel, so I paid 30 bucks for that bitch. So, yeah, which, fuck, man, there's a lot of new games. Like, you can, hardly any fucking JRPGs when you go to stores. They hardly have any JRPGs, or when they do, it's like the new ones that are super fucking expensive. Which is fucking bullshit. Though they have that new The World Ends With You game that looks interesting, I might get that. It's only like 40 bucks, but I don't know. I think I would just rather get Soul Hackers 2, but that's like, a lot more. So, yeah. So I already properly explained how to get Saber. This guy is also in Fate Zero. I'm not gonna say his real name, but because it says Iskander, but that's like the real name of the guy. People know him as a different name. But yeah. So yeah, I already explained to you guys how to get Saber from Fate Stay Night, aka King fucking Arthur. I still can't believe that fucking shit. So if you guys want to play this game and you're like, how the fuck do you unlock Saber? That's how you do it. You can play on this stage, conquer the fucking bitch, and go to Sector D, grind for the healing items, until like Saber shows up. Okay. Like I died. Well, this game, you get like 3 tries, so I don't really care. Alright guys,